Don't worry so much about what other people think. Don't let yourself be so hurt by what that person said. Hey man, don't worry so much what other people think, you know? Just be yourself, live your life. Just be yourself, do your thing. We've all heard that cliche advice, haven't we? And don't get me wrong, I think it's actually really good advice. And yet at the same time, I think that realistically, following that advice can be much easier said than done, especially if you're naturally a bit of an empath and or just kind of sensitive. Entire books have been written and many videos have been created to try and help people follow this advice and thus improve the quality of their lives. In this video, I will quickly share some wisdom with you that I've been learning over the years to help you specifically tackle the problem of worrying too much about what other people think and or dealing with pain and hurt that you may be experiencing because somebody hurt you. And just as a quick disclaimer, I want to say I personally am no expert or master. I'm just trying to share some great wisdom that I've learned over the years that has helped me and might potentially help somebody who sees this video. I'll start by sharing a personal story. Maybe you can relate to this. By chance, I recently found myself in a situation where someone shared with me an opinion that an old friend of mine, who I actually hadn't seen for a long time, had about me. It wasn't horrible, and yet it wasn't exactly a flattering or positive opinion either. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this friend of mine had no intention to hurt me. In fact, I don't think it was their intention that I would ever even hear this in the first place. Even though I knew with the logical part of my mind that the opinion or the statement that was made wasn't even accurate, it still honestly stung me a little bit to think that somebody would have such an opinion about my character in this life. I'm actually very grateful that I heard this because it inspired me to introspect a little bit and think about some of the great wisdom that I've learned over the years. And while I was introspecting, this is one of the things that came to my mind. When it comes to our character and qualities in this life, and even more so when it comes to the deepest level of our identity, our true spiritual identity, other people's opinions and thoughts about us literally do not make us who we are. What a relief. There's a great quote by Aristotle that states, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." Now this here is a really nice quote that I like to review once in a while because it reminds me that who I am and who I ultimately become in this life is really up to me, because I can choose what actions I'm going to take in this life, and I can choose what habits I'm going to cultivate in this life. And I can even choose the mindset and the attitude that I'm going to cultivate as well. And this also got me thinking that although we may not be perfect, if we're putting in work with some level of consistency and sincerity, for example, we're building good habits, we're sticking to our disciplines, whether they may be spiritual and or otherwise, we're working towards goals, we're trying to add something positive to others' lives the best we can and make the most of our lives. If we're doing those things, no one can take that away from us. And if we're doing those things, we can draw a natural, practical level of self-confidence and groundedness. To take things a tad bit deeper, I'll share a couple more great quotes with you. The first one being from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 17, which states, "That which pervades the entire body you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul." And a second quote states, "You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body." Now these quotes serve as a great hint that our true identity on the deepest level is even deeper than and transcendental to our character, qualities, and habits in this particular life, which makes it even more so untouchable by any mere opinion about you. So if, for example, someone has hurt you, I personally have found that meditating on the preceding wisdom helps a lot to move on and let go of that pain. That will be it for this video. If you like this video, please consider clicking the like button, as that helps me to know that you liked it. I hope this video added some positive value to your life. Until next time, take care.